everyone. Welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. I'm going to apologize for at least one of the video clips that I have. It was the best one that I could find. I couldn't find the original, but I will try to post the a video in my description box so you can listen to the whole thing. But if you haven't heard already, Dr. Jackie of Married to Medicine made the comment about Black women crying wolf to get out of work during pregnancies. Now, that one hit me hard, but before I get into that, I've been watching Married to Medicine since day one. So I'm going to keep it to the topic at hand. There was a time when I liked Dr. Jackie. But as time went on, I realized, or from what I saw of her, she's one of those nice, nasty type of people. And because she's kind of soft-spoken and seems to have kind of an easygoing persona, you don't really realize that you're being insulted until later, if you understand what I'm saying. A few episodes back, probably during the earlier seasons, I first saw the nastiness of her when she, and I can't remember who she was talking to, was making fun of Toya, one of the doctor's wives on there, and, laughing about her weight and stuff like that. And I didn't find that, I thought that that was in poor taste. It wasn't nice. So then a few seasons later, you had someone on there named Buffy, and I can't remember her last name, but I'll show a clip of that. And she called out Buffy's infertility in front of a room full of people. And I think that because Dr. Jackie doesn't have children, she probably felt that it was okay, we're sisters in this, I feel your pain, but it wasn't her place to announce it in front of a room full of strangers. So I'm going to share that video here right now.
About 14 years ago, I got breast cancer. To find out the thing that we grow up, most of us wanting to do, you can't do. And Buffy, you can relate. You're infertile.
For real? You just told all these people that she infertile. Oh my God.
And you can see how uncomfortable Buffy looked. And when this episode aired, I believe it was season 7, episode 11, so that was back in 2019, I had literally just buried my own baby just months earlier. But that's not even the bad part. You know what Dr. Jackie did by calling out Buffy? When Buffy later confronted her about, that hurt my feelings, it wasn't your place to do that, Dr. Jackie had the nerve to get upset about that. And I think at one point she even started crying and stuff. And after that, I was done with her. Done, all the way done. So now, a couple of weeks ago, she is on Dr. Heavenly's podcast saying that Black women cry wolf during their pregnancy. So I'm going to share this video right here.
As African American women, we're a bit more dramatic, and that you go to the doctor and you complain and you complain and you complain, and you're not taken serious because you cried wolf the entire pregnancy.
That ain't me, boo. I don't know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
I didn't say you. I just said as African American women, we want to also make sure you're being serious with your doctor and not playing the game so I can take you off work. Because then we see you 25 times in the pregnancy. It's hard to believe that there's a true problem.
Please excuse my bad dog barking in the background. And as I said, I apologize for the graininess of the video clip. But when I was pregnant, I've shared this, before on my channel, I was already advanced maternal age. And, so I remember going to the doctor and I was asking to go on bed rest because the job that I had was not conducive to a pregnancy, and especially a pregnancy of an advanced maternal age woman. So the doctor, who was a white doctor, just dismissed what I said, completely ignored me until they had no other choice but to pay attention because I started having severe complications. I had, and I forgot what it was called, but it was something to do with my placenta, um, placenta prevera, something like that, where I just started bleeding. And at one point I was told that I was miscarrying. So this was, so for Dr. Jackie to not only be a Black woman, a Black doctor, and a woman who doesn't have children herself, she's always very cold and indifferent and almost like a robot to what seems to be other women's experiences. And might I add, as a woman who has experienced pregnancy, that is it's a beautiful thing. It could be a beautiful thing, but when you're having complications, it just adds to the whole thing. It's emotional, it's physically taxing, it's emotionally taxing. And and for her to say that Black women cry wolf, that shouldn't even come out of a Black woman's mouth. Because again, and I really should have fought. Looking back now, I don't know if I should have sued those doctors or not, because I did leave a 1 star and I explained everything, review and all of that stuff. But I really should have followed up on that and fought that, because I was ignored. And at one point, the white doctor told me, well, nurses are on their feet all day and this, that, and the other. And as I explained in my review, I said, I used to work in a doctor's office. I work in a auto plant now. I used to work in a doctor's office, and it's a big difference between working in an auto plant where you literally cannot leave that line. But that's another story, another topic or whatever. But the point is, I always felt that I was ignored because I was a Black woman. And I remember at one point when I was getting a catheter, this was my baby came early. If you guys haven't heard me say that before. So I had to get a catheter. And if you've never had a catheter placed, I mean, I was screaming bloody murder. And I remember reading somewhere where they said like doctors back in the 1800s or something like that used to practice on Black women because they said that we couldn't feel pain. So again, for this Black doctor to say something like that, given what Black people have gone through in this country, in the medical field, being on the receiving end of racist doctors and stuff like that, that is inexcusable, completely inexcusable. I have absolutely no respect for this woman anymore. And I used to respect her. I used to like her. And no, I don't know her personally, but just from what I've seen of her on Married to Medicine, I can't stand her anymore. And, because again, her doing Buffy like that and then saying Black women cry wolf after the pain that I went through during my pregnancy, both physically and emotionally, she's out of her mind, and I don't want to say I hope she gets canceled. I almost said it. But I mean, she's entitled to her opinion, but she just used very poor taste in this regard. But that was my topic for today. And if you're new to my channel, please understand I typically do not discuss the housewives, although I will discuss a few from time to time. So if you check my playlist, it might not be there yet. I'm going to have a compilation of my housewives videos. So people, if they just want to listen to me talk, have an opinion about the housewives, you can find the videos there. But thank you for stopping by, and I will talk to you later. Bye.